Welcome back to Short Stories from SillyConValley, sponsored by ICE. Great for cocktails, not for communities. The first Pope from America. Pope Leo knows 5 languages, studied math in undergrad, and has empathy for poor people all across the globe. Now, while he's American born, that sounds like an immigrant to me. But he's not a fan of teaching gender in the schools. He's also not a big fan of abortion. So honestly, he could still be a man of MAGA. Although he does still plan to move how Pope Francis did and not be a fan of the division that J.D. Vance has been looking to push. So it looks like the men and women of MAGA will still be unpopular within the papacy. And as we all know, the Catholic Church is an institution, but an institution of tradition. And while people in America really don't love institutions, they love tradition because tradition gives them something to look forward to. And Lord knows we all need that. Donald Trump wants to reopen Alcatraz, not only because it's directly outside of San Francisco, which gives him direct access to all those goddamn DEIs, it's also famously known for holding criminals like Al Capone, Humphrey Johnson, and potentially one day our sitting president. Now, Alcatraz originally closed because it cost too much to run. So maybe Trump can use that business savvy that bankrupted him to help run the budget better. All I'm saying is, if we can open a prison that has been closed for 60 years, Chick-fil-A can be open on Sundays. Because we're going to need all the avenues for food we can get if these trade deals don't come together. And speaking of deals that don't mean anything, the U.S. and China are meeting today in Geneva to talk about Trump's terrible tariffs. All I know is if Trump and his administration don't set their egos aside, come December, it's going to be the Trumps who stole Christmas. This week's Rec of the Week is 5 Types of Wealth from Sahil Bloom. It's a book that I read this year that really spoke to me and showed that we need much more than money, much more than financial wealth to have true wealth in our lives. You need things like time wealth, like having control on how you spend your time. You need things like social wealth, who you spend that time with, mental wealth, because we all know that mental health is mental wealth. So I really enjoyed the book and really encourage folks to read it if they are thinking about, what other types of wealth can I add to my life to make my life feel as fulfilling as I want it to feel. And like I always say, if no one's told you this already, have a great day and have a better next week.